morning light shining bright, cup in hand, feeling right, talking news, sharing views. Start the day with a grin. Join us now, tune in, laugh and chat, endless fun. Cup O Joe, live, let's go. Coffee brews, story flows. Wake up, world, let it show. Guests arrive full of cheer. Bright ideas bring them near. On the screen, like a dream. Every moment fresh and new, with a simple life renews. Tune in, bright skies and blue. Cup O Joe, live, let's go. Coffee brews, story flows. Wake up, world, let it show. Every moment fresh and new, with a sip life renews. Tune in, bright skies and blue. Cup O Joe, live, let's go. Coffee brews, story flows. Wake up, world, let it show. Morning light, shining bright, cup in hand, feeling right. Talking news, sharing views. Start the day with a grin. Join us now, tune in, laugh and chat, endless fun. Cup O Joe, live, let's go. Coffee brews, story flows. Wake up, world, let it show. Guests arrive, full of cheer. Bright ideas bring them near. On the screen, like a dream. Every moment fresh and new, with a sip life renews. Tune in, bright skies and blue. Cup O Joe, live, let's go. Coffee brews, story flows. Wake up, world, let it show. Cup O Joe, live, let's go. Coffee brews, story flows. Wake up, world, let it show. Every moment fresh and new, with a sip life renews. Tune in, bright skies and blue. Cup O Joe, live, let's go. Coffee brews, story flows. Wake up, world, let it show. Cup O Joe, live, let's go. Coffee brews, story flows. Story flows. my bag's packed tight, ready for the flight. Camera in hand bright, chasing dawn's first light. New cities every night, feeling so alive. Every step's a sight, with joy I thrive. I'm the astute tourist on this wild ride. Miles I traverse, no place to hide. From skyscrapers so high to beaches where I lie, always on the fly, under open sky. Every place I roam feels just like home. Stories found in stone, I'm never alone. I'm the astute tourist on this wild ride. Miles I traverse, no place to hide. Every place I roam feels just like home. Stories found in stone, I'm never alone. I'm the astute tourist on this wild ride. Miles I traverse, no place to hide.
Good afternoon, I'm Doug. I'm here with the Astute Tourist. Fun to be with, fun to hang out, gonna be a great day.
This is Scott Roby from Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
I'm Nancy Saulnier of Lake Alfred, Florida, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Hi everyone, I'm Jen, aka Jen.Cohen. You're watching the Astute Tourist channel here on YouTube.
My name is Lacey, you're Miss Auburn's Outstanding Teen, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Hey all, this is Captain Controversy from Scottsdale, Arizona, also host of Thirsty Thursday Trivia, and you are watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. We finally made it. TGIF. I am Jimmy, your astute tourist. It is Friday, June 28th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. Good early morning, I should say. It's a beautiful day out here in New England. It's a little chilly this morning. I feel like we've reverted back to spring a little bit. But we'll go over the weather in a little bit. But good morning, everyone. We're supposed to have the captain himself, Scott Wolling, is supposed to be here, but I have a feeling he's sleeping in. It's very early there in Arizona, so they're a 3-hour difference. So it's only 3:07 a.m. there right now. So whenever he shows up in the green room, we'll put him up if he comes up. If not, that's okay too. Like I said, we did our Thirsty Thursday last night, and the boy was up late, so he needs his beauty sleep for sure. But I want to say good morning. We'll go right over to the chat and say good morning to everybody. Denise is the first one in. Denise, how are you? Are you still working? I know that you worked last night. Are you on your way home?
Hello, Denise.
Joe Hupp is here. Good morning. There we go. Good morning, Joe. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Law Jones. He's excited to see Denise. Whoop, whoop, bone. And this popped up. Joe has been a member of our channel for 9 months. Yeah, where has the time gone, Joe? It seems like we just met. I appreciate you, though, my friend, and your continued support. As I always say, best audience in the business. You guys are great, so thank you for that. Who else is here? Sharon and Jackson is here. Good morning, Sharon. It's good to see you. I hope you guys are doing good, and Scooby Doo is doing well, and all of that good stuff. Good. Law wants to know, did you get the rain you wanted? Doesn't sound like it. Not a drop, she said. The weatherman lied again. Weatherman, the only job where you still get paid when you're wrong. You imagine like Nick P delivering mail and giving it to everybody else. Everybody else gets somebody else's mail. He wouldn't get paid. He'd lose his job. But the weatherman, hey, it's going to be sunny and beautiful today. And then it snows. And he still gets paid, or she does. So there you go. Hope you get some rain soon. Joe says, we'll upload a short of a certain notorious high vehicle wrecking bridge over here in Australia later, a maximum height of 3 meters. Law says, he must be keeping all the rain for himself, right? And then bidet to you, Nick. Bidet, mate. Nick P is here. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming in. And a long-time a long-time astute chat member. He's been kind of a little hiding in the wings, I guess, or taking a break. But Scott, it's good to see you from Lone Cross MTP. Hope you're feeling better. Scott's been dealing with some injuries and things that he sustained. So I hope you feel better, my friend. So let's see. Denise is saying hi to Scott. As we roll through, we got 13 in the house. Don't forget to hit that like button, share out the stream, subscribe, tell all your friends. Denise says, did you all know I also have a son and a brother named Scott? They're everywhere. Yeah, what is up with that? Hopefully we'll get a quorum here soon. So how you doing, Scott? Nick says, I did lose something. I did lose something in Canada on the train, a piece of my heart. Oh, you never know when you're going to meet someone. Still going well after 5 weeks. Keep your... Hey, right on, man. Good for you. Love is the best. I love it. My favorite thing of all. Scott says he's doing okay. All right. Going back to look at a house today. Hope we get it, for it is beautiful. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed, and good luck to you, my friend. Chet is here. Chet and Robin from Sea Lake Journeys. Robin, I hope you're not working yet. I know it's early. You're on the same time zone as me, so don't let her do all the work. Working that woman down to the bone. That's not right. You get out and mow the lawn or something. Or I don't know. I don't know. I'm just chatting here in the morning. But good morning to chat, you guys. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate your support. Joe says, howdy, Mr. Dodge. Just uploading a short to YouTube. Apologies for Sean's head in the video. He has a forehead like mine, that Mr. Ornelas. It's a lot of skin on that forehead, not much hair. Yes, Sharon, absolutely. Thank God it is Friday. We've made it finally to the weekend. John Gaylor is here. Good morning to John, my brother from another mother. I hope you're doing well. I hope you and the family are well. Good morning, everyone. I brought you all together to talk about coffee. I appreciate that. Let's get through here. We're going to zip it. Denise says she is still at work. Good night. Yeah, thank you. I didn't want to mention the Q word last night because we don't do that. Najuma Brown is here. Good morning, Najuma. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Haven't seen you in a little bit on our side, but I've seen you in some other chats. So good morning to you. Thank you for dropping by. We appreciate you and all your support. Nick says, no, weathermen are not the only job you get paid for when you're wrong. You forgot about politicians. That's true, my friend. Very, very, very true. Laura's sharing out Joe's link. Thank you for that, Laura. Check out Joe Hub. Sharon says, Scooby has learned a new trick when he gets hungry. He'll go to the place where I keep his dog food and he'll bark. Oh, no way. Lawn Lifters is here. Good morning to you. Aye. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Anthony on the move is here. Good morning, Anthony. Good to see you as well. Thanks for coming in. Kimberly is here. Good morning, Kimberly. Thanks for dropping by this early hour of the morning. Right on. Right on. Fifth thumb up. I love it. Don't forget to hit that like, everybody. Saw your shirt with Mr. Foster, LOL. Don't let Sean hear you saying that. You never know. He's kind of like Beetlejuice too. If we say his name enough, he'll probably pop in. But it's there. What is it? It's after 8 p.m. there. It's 8:14 right now. Down under. Jimmy, I told Scooby it's time to go to bed and go to sleep last night, and he went right to his bed and went to sleep. That's awesome. Love it. That's a 5-head, right? Exactly. It's getting to be a 6-head soon, too. Sean distracted me from the bridge. Oh, love it. Here's another one. Thank you, Law, for sharing that. Oh, you like my shirt? It's my Epiphone acoustic for the Masterbuilt brand, Epiphone. If you're not familiar with guitars, Epiphone is made by Gibson, and they're one of the premier guitar makers in the world. Sharon says, I can't see your shirt. Okay. There it is. Epiphone Masterbuilt Century acoustic arch top. So an arch top is, I don't have it one out. I was going to show you, but BB King. Yeah, if you're familiar with BB King and that black guitar Lucille that he plays, that's a Gibson, and that is an arch top style guitar. Scott says, I'm coming. All right, buddy. Where are you? You take your time, my friend. You come in when you can. I'll see you pop in. Let me get through this now. We're gonna whip through it. Anybody new, come in. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Enjoy your coffee. There you go. Joe knows what he's talking about. Gibsons are the best guitars. I'm looking at a Cole Clark. Joe, do you play? We've talked about this before, haven't we? Cody has at least one Epiphone in his personal collection. Yeah, it's only 6:15 here right now. Jonesy is here. What is happening, my friend? Good evening to you. I hope all is well with you and the weather's not too cold down under. All right, so I've waited long enough. Not for you, Scott. You take your time. It's not what I'm talking about. I've waited long enough for this.
Wake up.
Good morning.
Damn, it's hot. And hot. Today's gonna be good. Gonna find my way. Sun's up. Chase the clouds away. Today's gonna be good. No matter what they say.
That's right. Today is going to be good no matter what they say. Good morning to everybody. Best sip of the day. it is like heaven in the morning. I just love my coffee, and I know that you all do too. And it is fitting for Cup of Joe Live. So good morning to you guys. We made it. We're gonna do something a little different. Let me see if I can put this up without messing things up. You know how I do that. I end up messing things up, but at least I'm persistent and consistent. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right, so we're going to do this. You guys see that? Hashtag Java. So we're going to do a giveaway this morning, and it's real easy. All you have to do is put in hashtag Java into the chat box, and you'll be entered in to win an Astute prize pack. So get your hashtag Joe in there, and before we finish the show out, we will draw a name. And we have a bunch of stuff here. I'll just quickly show you some of the things you're going to get. You will get this. This is a titanium spork. Go anywhere spork. Here, let me get rid of that now. Look at this thing. These are awesome. We use these in the camper. They fit in your backpack. I don't think you won't be able to carry them on a plane, but you could put it in your luggage. But you may be able to carry that. There's really not a knife on it. There's sort of a serrated edge on here, but Colleen and I use these when we go in the RV, and we have several of them. We love it. You're going to get an Astute pin. You'll get an Astute sticker. You're going to get a pineapple keychain. You're going to get a little rubber ducky keychain. You're going to get a lanyard, and a bunch of other stuff. We have some stuff here. So I'll go through it, and you'll win that. So whoever gets picked, we'll do that at the end. And then whoever wins, you can email me your address and we'll send that out. So just a little bit of a thank you from us to you guys for being the best audience in the business. I'm just saying, the best audience in the business. All right, let's check in. Let's see, where are we? Let's check in with this. Share the screen really quick. What happened? Oh, here it is. I thought I lost it. There's the Port of Miami. I just love looking at this. I'm hooked now. I don't know why I stare at a port. I think I'm dreaming about my next cruise. Do you guys do this? Do you just turn on a cruise port and watch the ships coming in? That looks like no, it's not. I thought that was maybe the MSC ship that we were on, but that one has that looks like it's got a water slide and stuff on that one. Not sure which one that is, but you guys may be able to tell me. Somebody's come in, right? Eddie Lugo is here. Good morning, Eddie. Whoop. Joe's saying hi to Eddie. Guten Morgen, all. I should say buenos dias, amigos. I'm slowly learning to speak Spanish, which I'm not very good at it. What did I learn? Mucho gusto. Mucho gusto. Good evening to Joe, he says. Okay. I think we're all caught up. Denise says, I love watching the Port of Miami, right? I do too. Scott, I saw you I saw you, but where'd you go? You were there and now you're gone. We'll see if we can get Scott up. But yeah, I just every now and then periodically we'll pop into the Port of Miami just to look. It is pretty too, right, Eddie? At night, there's all kinds of colored lights and things, blues. And when we were sailing in early in the morning, when we saw when I saw that warship there, had all these purple lights along like the bow and the edge of the hull. It was really, really pretty, real pretty. So Yep, they're coming in. It's Friday, so today may be the end of a lot of folks' cruises. Before we started the show, I saw the Carnival Conquest come in. That's the one you see right there at the bottom of the screen, and then that ship that we're seeing, that one's sailing, isn't it? Is that one going out, or are they going to pop in ahead of that other ship that we see further up? I don't know. It's a good question. But anyway, there you go. Port of Miami. I love looking at that. Let's while we're waiting for Scott, we might as well do this. Weather watch now. Hopefully you're going to get the weather that you want. Sharon's begging for rain down there. How about you, Eddie? You begging for rain? All right. Aha! There is my friend. Good morning.
Oh, there he is.
Hi, Scott. How are you?
I'm here. I'm awake.
You poor guy. What time did you go to bed this morning?
No, I went to bed almost right after our live. Honestly,
did you?
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, good for you. I was worried about you when last night when you agreed to come up. I'm like, really? Hey, good morning. You got some tea there, or what do you got? Oh, he's making. Look at this guy.
Cup of Joe live.
I love it. Right on, buddy. That is awesome. Well, good morning to you. Denise is saying, "Wakey Jakey,
wakey,
wakey Jakey." And I would be remiss if I didn't do this. We have to. Right on. Good to see you, my friend. What a show last night. We had a great time.
Oh, we had a great time. We had a great showing, great time. I'm still laughing from last night. I mean, it was one of our best Thirsty Thursdays.
I would agree. And I think we had a record turnout last night, especially on your side. What did we do? Almost 50 people. Almost.
Yep, 48.
And we did 14 on my side. So does that include my side or just yours?
No, that includes both of us.
All right. So between the two of us, we had almost 50. Awesome. Best audience in the business, man. I'm telling you.
Amazing. And we laughed almost the entire hour, even though we had some hiccups. And even though, I mean, half of our audience probably didn't even really understand Haktua, and they were laughing along with us. So, I mean, I love it.
Right. Yeah. Some of I know the first trivia we did was a little bit below or above some of us old people. Just because there was a lot of young, we did a trivia for influencers, social media influencers, and there was a lot of youngins in there. Let me just say that. I think I knew 1 out of the 10, maybe 2 out of the 10, but it was fun anyways. And that ended up being just our get your feet wet. It didn't count because we forgot to link
both of ours.
But it wouldn't be, I don't think, a Thirsty Thursday without some sort of hiccup in it. So,
of course. And I mean, with our new system now, with the new software, even if you don't know, it makes it very easy to guess along. Just 1, 2, 3, or 4, and you guess, and you have a 25% shot of getting it right.
And it makes it easier for us, or I should say, I'm not going to say you. I'm not going to bring you into it, but it makes it easier for me because some evenings, I was saying this off camera last night with Scott, but I'm a cheap date. Some of those drinks we make, I drink one, man, and I'm lit. So if that makes it even much more fun. And my point is if I had to keep track of the first 3 people like we were doing, I would miss somebody. So this new platform's the best way to do, especially for us old people. So,
and I don't know, Jimmy, if we do have time, I have a little test and a little surprise of a new game too.
Oh, well, we'll make time. Jimmy, yes, it was tipsy. Yeah. Last night it wasn't so bad, but look at there he goes. So Scott went on he went on his Alaska cruise, and when he came back, he came home to a surprise.
I did, and this was on Mugshots, I believe number 6 or number 7.
Right
I think it
on.
was 6.
Doesn't the coffee taste so much better in this Cup of Joe mug?
So much better.
All right.
That's
so we're about to do the weather. Let's do the weather.
Ooh, the weather.
So here in the greater New England, southern New Hampshire, it is currently 54 degrees, believe it or not. Like I said, it got chilly overnight. It's sunny. Looks like we're going to have a high of 77 today. No chance of precipitation. We've had plenty over the last few days. It's that time of year for us. We get a lot of thunder showers, and it's almost like Florida North, but minus palm trees and then minus palm trees, the beaches, and the really nice sun. So, but the sunny conditions are going to continue all day. They say wind gusts will be up about 20 miles an hour, and the temperatures will range between 52 and 77 today. How about what's going on in Scottsdale?
Right now it's 87 and it's clear, and it should get up to about 107 today. So it's kind of going to be cool here.
Boy, it gets hot in the desert, huh?
Oh, it gets hot in the desert.
It gets hot in the hot tub. Yeah, that's
107 is not that bad though. To be honest with you, it's been in the like 112, 114 range lately.
Now, look, hot is hot. Let's face it. But you used to live here in New England. You know humid days.
Oh yeah.
Is it truly different? Because you guys don't have a lot of humidity out there. So is it different?
It is truly different. It hasn't been truly different. We've been getting a lot of humidity, which is kind of like nasty. It reminds me of the East Coast. But yes, it is vastly different. And over the course of almost 5.5 years that I've been here now in Scottsdale, I mean, I think your skin and your body just kind of, gets used to it. Because once I go back to the East Coast, first of all, I don't go back to the East Coast when it's cold. Cold like December or November, January. But
see, folks, you know why I bitch. He even knows. It's cold.
It's cold, and especially in New England. I mean, that is some different type of cold. I went through 5 winters down there in college, and nope. Couldn't pay me again to do it.
It gets cold. It's not Antarctica cold, but it's close. I mean, we have double-digit minus Fahrenheit temperatures here in the winter. And man, and the older I get, Scott, you're right. It's just that cold goes through you. It's just not fun.
I had a special college jacket. I gave it to I gave it to a freshman buddy when I not graduated, but when I left college, I gave it to him, and it was like a super like double, one of those like puffy jackets to keep you warm, but it was like double insulated. And oh man, I had to wear that and walk into campus in the winter. And
we had the down coats with the goose down in it and everything. It just
had to.
This weather gets cold. It's beautiful here in the summer, but wintertime is just unbearable. Here we go. Here's New England. We're going to go right through. We'll do our world map like we do every day. As you can see, it's pretty clear. We had last night, we had that rain. You can see it. It looks like Shirley's getting that out in Newfoundland. That was the rain that we had here pass through yesterday and last night. And like I said, it was just spotty stuff, thunder shower material. So out along the Great Lakes, you can see out where Ross and Nick P and those folks are. Looks like they're getting some nasty weather there. Watch out for tornadoes and hail. When we get down into North Carolina, there's some rain there, Sharon, but I don't know if you're going to get it. There's a cell here in Alabama, but hopefully you'll get some rain. I know you guys have been dry. My mother said even in Florida, my mom and Chet both said that they could use a little bit of rain there. Chet was saying his grass is drying up, so. But it's still paradise with a occasional sun shower. So I'll take it over the New England cold. We get out into Louisiana, and it looks like they got some weather there in the southern part of the state. Texas is looking fairly clear. We get out towards where Captain Controversy lives. It looks he just gave us his weather. It looks like it's dry there and gonna be hot today. Southern California and all the way up the western seaboard, it looks fairly clear, especially in the higher elevations. They don't have a whole lot going on there today. So our friends that live in that area, I know Bruce and Cindy are out there. And for the others that I'm not sure exactly, forgive me, but enjoy your good weather today. We'll go down under to our friends where Sean and Joe and Radio Jonesy are. Look, Jonesy, looks like you guys are in for some nasty weather there.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, that's quite the cell there. And it stretches right into Melbourne. So that's where Sean and Alana are. It looks like where Joe is, it looks pretty clear on his side of the continent. So that looks pretty clear. And then last but not least, I always check in with our good friend Goldie. She lives in Romania. And that looks pretty clear there. It looks like up in the northwestern part of the state, they're getting some thunder showers there, but nothing too crazy for them. So there's your weather for today. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, no matter where you are, because it is a good day, and it's Friday.
It is Friday.
All right.
It is Friday.
It is Friday. Don't forget, if you're just coming in, put hashtag Java in the chat box. The chat box. All right, Chat, are you here? I just named it. It's your box. The chat box. In the chat box. My goodness. I need a bell or something like Chet has the squeakies. I got to give myself one for messing it up. The Chet mix, exactly.
The chat box.
Put hashtag Java in the chat box, and you'll be automatically entered to win an Astute Tourist controversial cruising prize pack. We'll give that away to some lucky person in the chat at the end of the show. So I want to start doing that. Maybe not every live, but maybe once a week. Maybe we'll make it an every Friday thing. We'll do the giveaway on Friday. Something like that. So Adventures of Traveling. Mike is here. Thank you for coming in. What'd you say?
He said, I am squeaking for you now, Jimmy.
Thank you, buddy. I can hear it too.
I can too. We'll hear it at 8:30.
Right. We will. That's right. Chet will be up at 8:30 this morning. I missed Mike. Oh, here he is. The Adventures of Traveling. Mike is here. Good morning to you. Mike is a New Englander. He is he's in Colorado, I believe, right now. So there we go. I'm catching up. Matt from Backlash Fisherman is here. He's the Java. James L. Cadneys is here as well. Good morning, James. Good to see you. Who let Matt in here? I don't know.
They're always fighting because Eddie and me are Mets fans, and Matt is an Atlanta Braves.
He's a Braves fan,
so he always lets us know because they've had a little bit more success in the recent years.
Right,
it's been tough being a Mets fan, so let's just say that. But we got it, Eddie. We got it.
Right. Well, try being a Red Sox fan because we're back to where we used to be, losing a lot.
Hey, you had a couple good years when I was in college, though. I remember. Oh man,
yeah.
I think they won the World Series when I was in college because I remember 2012, 13.
I think 04 was the first one, and then subsequently we did one or two more. I think after that, not in a row, but
no, not in a row, not in a row.
And that was
Boston was insane. One of the years
that was well, and you have to understand if you're a New England, if you're from New England or you're a Boston Red Sox fan, you know the curse of the Bambino. If you're familiar with that, they traded the owner of the Red Sox way back. So if you're baseball fans, you go back to like 1912. The Red Sox were a powerhouse. They won World Series after World Series after World Series, and they had the likes of people like Babe Ruth on the team. His nickname was the Bambino, or the Bronx Bomber, right? The Sultan of Swing, they used to call him.
Sultan of SWAT.
The SWAT. anyways, so the owner decided to trade him for the rights to some Broadway play in like 35 cents. And after that, the Red Sox did not win another World Series until 2004.
Yep.
And my grandfather, my mom's dad, was an avid Red Sox fan. He was born in 1912, the year that they won their first World Series. And they never won another one when he was alive. So I felt bad for my grandfather. He died never getting to see them win. But there you go. So
that's crazy.
Right. But yeah, so we were excited. There was a lot going on back then. The Patriots were cranking it. The Red Sox were doing well. I think the Bruins somewhere in the early 2000s, they ended up winning the Cup. And they hadn't done that since 1970. I was 7 years old. I remember watching them win. That was the big Bobby Orr where he's leaping across and all of that. So big deal for us here in Boston. But yeah, so anyway,
Boston has some of the best sports fans, Jimmy. I mean, I just remember going to college, and I mean, even the girls, they had all 3 sports jerseys. Like everybody had all the sports jerseys. Like, oh yeah, my dad's a diehard, Boston, Celtics fan or a Patriots fan, and everybody was just diehard Boston sports.
Yeah,
live, die, breathe Boston sports.
Well, and you either love them or you hate them. We've with the Patriots, I had more people. Oh, they're cheaters, and we hate Brady. And hey, look, you can't argue with numbers, man. He's the GOAT.
He is.
Argue all you want. He's the GOAT. He's the greatest that ever lived. So really far, someone will surpass him, but right now he's still the GOAT. So, really all right. So there you go, a little Boston sports history. So, and since we're doing history, brother, what do you say?
History.
Let's do it. Let's do some history. This Week in History. And This Week in History is brought to you by Thirsty Thursday Trivia. Join Scott from Controversial Cruising and myself every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, 4 p.m. Pacific Time for a lot of fun, a lot of antics, and a lot of prizes. And if you missed last night's show, you just missed a good one. I'm just saying.
It was a good one.
Right. All right. Let's turn the hands of the Wayback Machine all the way back to the year 1519. Where Charles V, who as Charles I, was already king of Spain. He was elected Holy Roman Emperor. His struggles to hold the empire together led to his abdication in 1556. So, boy, he just voted himself everything, I guess. In 1712, French philosopher, writer, and political theorist Jean-Jacques Rousseau, whose treatises and novels inspired the leaders of the French Revolution in the Romantic generation, was born in Geneva. Happy birthday to him. 1778, according to legend, a woman named Mary Hayes earned the nickname Molly Pitcher by carrying water to her husband's regiment during the Battle of Monmouth. And that woman she was married to General John Stark, who was born right here in New Hampshire. He's a Revolutionary War hero and general, and that was his wife, who was bringing. They dubbed her Molly Pitcher and was bringing buckets of water up there while they were battling. So, if you live in New England, you know that story very well. So in 1838, Victoria was crowned Queen of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. Long live the Queen. In 1867, Italian playwright, novelist, and short story writer Luigi Pirandello, recipient of the 1934 Nobel Prize of Literature, was born. Hey, it's a me, a Luigi. Happy birthday to him. It's a me, a Luigi. 1880, Ned Kelly, Australia's most infamous bushranger. Joe, do you know Ned Kelly? Australia's most famous or infamous bushranger? He was arrested following a shootout with police. Later that year, he was hanged. Well, you probably know him. In 1889, Maria Mitchell, the first professional female astronomer in the United States, died at the age of 1870. In 1894, the U.S. Congress declared the first Monday of September to be Labor Day, a holiday to honor the American worker. And keep working, folks. Keep working. Uncle Sam needs his 33%. 1902, notorious American bank robber John Dillinger was born in Indianapolis, Indiana. Didn't he get killed outside of a movie theater? John Dillinger? Wasn't that the infamous Lady in Red thing? And
oh yeah.
Do I have that right?
I think you do. Yeah.
So. In 1919, the Treaty of Versailles was signed at the Palace of Versailles in France, signifying the end of World War I. In 1969, a series of violent confrontations between police and gay rights activists began outside the Stonewall Inn, a gay bar in New York City. The riots helped launch an international gay rights movement. In 1981, Canadian activist Terry Fox, who, after losing part of one of his legs to cancer, attempted to run across the country to raise money for cancer research. He died at the age of 22. In 1997, in a boxing match for the heavyweight title, Mike Tyson was disqualified after he twice bit Evander Holyfield's ears. As a result of the infraction, he temporarily lost his boxing license.
I remember that.
Yeah. 2007, the bald eagle was removed from the U.S. list of endangered and threatened species. And thank God. What a great, majestic bird. We have several here in the town I live in. They nest along the lake, and you can go down there early in the morning and in the afternoon and see them. Pretty cool. In 2009, on the same day as a national referendum that, if passed, would have allowed him to run for re-election, Honduran President Manuel Zelaya was ousted by the country's military. You're out. Get out. And then the featured event on this day in 1914 sparked the World War, assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. In 1914, the Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, and his consort Sophie were assassinated by Gavrilo Princip in Sarajevo, Bosnia, precipitating the outbreak of World War I. And that is going to do it for this day in history. This Week in History. And don't forget to check us out every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Scott and I bring our crazy antics and our Hawk Tui attitude.
So much fun.
With you. All right, so we're going to do this. Let's see how it goes, but it's back by popular demand. Back by popular demand. All right, and I don't have the new one you made with you in it, but
oh, that's a Thirsty Thursday. That's a Thirsty Thursday premiere. We can make another one if I'm gonna, be here on some Fridays for sure.
All right, very good, very good. All right, so now it's time to play America's favorite game show. Name That Notable, the game show where we put up a picture of a famous and or notable person, and you have to guess who that person is for virtual cash and prizes. Yes. Remember, I said virtual cash and prizes. So reach deep into your pocket, and whatever you have in your pocket, that's what you're going to win. But we have our new prize master here, Mr. Captain Controversy. He'll be handing out the virtual prizes and the virtual points today. So let's get right
to it. Spread, Jimmy? Is this a new notable?
No, I haven't. I made this one last night, so this is a never seen before notable. Sometimes we do repeat some old ones just because I'm lazy, but I worked on this one last night after our show so that it would be fresh and new for all of you guys. So if you're ready, and without further ado, let's get ready to name this notable. Who is this notable person? He was an actor, star of screen. I don't know about stage, but Cigarette Sal. I love it. Joe Hup's going to win a handkerchief. He reached into his pocket. There you go. Congratulations. Jonesy's the first one in. He says Dean. Chet says James Dean. Mike says James Dean. James says Dean. Coastal says Dean. Good morning, Coastal. Eddie says James Dean. Joe says Jimmy Dean. Thank you, John. Yes, everybody put hashtag Java in the chat for the giveaway at the end of the show. Thank you for that.
Amazing
Mona
mod.
is here. Good morning, Mona.
Amazing
it's good
mod.
to see you. Mona's awesome. That lady, I don't know where she finds her energy, man. She's goes live with them ladies and they're sewing and they're just going at it, man. It's awesome.
Mona did what?
Okay, so Kimberly's here. My mom would know this. Yeah, I'm sorry. Some of these, okay. We're going the other way because, I'm old. So, all right. So here we go. If you said, do you know who that is, Scott?
Cigarette Sal.
Cigarette Sal. This is, in fact, James Dean. James Dean died in a car crash, I think in the 60s. But he was slated to be like the guy back then as the actor. So that is, in fact, James Dean. Congratulations. How many points do we have for them, Scott?
200,000.
200,000 points. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. There you go. 200,000 points.
Named after him, Jimmy?
Say again?
Isn't there a sausage named after him?
Yes, Jimmy Dean. Well, no, it's not him. There's another Jimmy Dean. He was, I think he was like a country singer and a personality, like a hee-haw personality or something. I think that's what the sausage is named after, is him. So, but that is in fact James Dean. Good job, you guys. So if you pick that, you get 200,000 points. All right, get ready to name this notable. Who is this old time notable? Look at that pencil stripe suit. I love it. Double-breasted, pencil stripe. I just love those old style. Any idea, Scott? Do you know who this guy is?
Got to be around from the mob times. That's like a mob suit.
Yeah, I would say he was an actor from probably the 30s right up until the 70s, maybe, if I had to guess. Joe says Frank Sinatra. Anybody else? Hey, Fairbrick Studios is here. Good morning to you. Hello.
Fairbricks.
I haven't seen you in a few days, but thank you for coming in. Scott, we have 22 in the house this morning. Thank you guys for coming in. This is awesome. I appreciate you guys coming in. The numbers just keep going up. Sharon says Frank Sinatra. Hey, Bernie is here. Good morning, Bernie. Fairy is here. She's another one that's early in the morning in Southern California. She says Cary Grant. Jonesy says Rock. Yeah, she's in your time zone. Rock Hudson. That is only a guess. Got that? Nope. Scott says Carrie.
Oh, Scotty.
Anybody else? Do you know, Scott? Do you want to take a guess?
Not. I'll copy someone and I'll say Frank Sinatra. I'll copy Sharon. Sorry, Sharon.
Well, let's see. There's only a couple people I think that got it right. And Bernie was the first one with Cary Grant.
Wow.
Very good job. Star of the stage and screen. Very famous old movie actor. He was married to, who'd he marry? God, I can see your face. I can't think of it. But congratulations. How many points for Cary Grant, Scott?
300,000 points.
300,000 points. Congratulations to you guys. Kenny would be proud, really. You're doing a fantastic job. So Coastal said it as well, Cary Grant. Good job, you guys. All right, let's get ready to name the next notable. Name this notable. Whoa. Look at that. suspender and short ensemble there.
Is that Denise from Bone Tired Travelers in high school?
you get 800,000 points. That's right. It is Denise from Bone Tired. No, it's not. Although I hold Denise in a higher regard than this person, I'll just be honest. Denise she's one of the best. So
she is.
All right. What do we got here?
She's still here. Whoops. She's still... I thought she went to sleep already.
She's still here.
That was a compliment to these.
There goes.
I don't know who this is. So
yeah, right. Eddie says Marilyn Monroe. Bernays says Marilyn Monroe. Chet says Marilyn Monroe. Sharon says Scott, I tried. Denise is laughing her fanny off. At a guess, Joe says Marilyn Monroe. It's Bone. Yep. Marilyn Monroe. Bernays says, I know my classic Hollywood. That's good. Sharon says Marilyn Monroe. Anybody else want to chime in before we reveal who this person is? Anyone?
Baseball player's wife.
That's baseball player's wife. That's true. That's true. Judy Gardner. Judy Gardner.
That's true.
This is, in fact, Marilyn Monroe. For all of you that said, hey, and we'll take Norma Jean Baker. Yep, that's her actual real name. Her stage name was Marilyn Monroe. But how many points for Marilyn Monroe?
400,000.
400,000. You guys are. Yeah. We got to get Chet in here. We need him just for the squeaky.
We do need just for the squeaky.
I'm not going to steal the squeaky. That's his squeaky, but we need him in here for that. So congratulations. That is Norma Jean, or AKA Marilyn Monroe. Congratulations. All right, let's go on to notable number 4. Name this notable. Oh, it's the Thin White Duke.
Oh,
that's your hint. The Thin White Duke.
Oh, I see his face. I just don't know his name. Oh, I've seen his face.
He's another one that has a stage name and a real name. I'll take either one. Right, Jonesy? Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Joe says he's guessing Kurt Cobain. Law says David Bowie. Denise says David Bowie. Bernays says David Bowie.
Mm-hmm.
Aha, Scott says David.
Yep.
Looks like a cleaned up Mr. Law says he knew him personally. Is that true?
Oh, really? That's
wow.
Cool.
That's awesome. I would have loved to meet this particular person. I seen him in concert. He was just awesome. Wake up, Chet.
Wake up, Chet.
It's a brand new day. Sorry. David Bowie, says Joe. Kimberly says David Bowie. Of course, Jonesy, I would expect you to know this. David Bowie. Sharon says David Bowie. An extra 500 points for, there you go, for his real name. Davy Jones, not to be confused with the Davy Jones that's a monkey. This is, in fact, David Bowie, whose real name is Davy Jones, and he changed it to David Bowie because he was just starting to reach his height when the monkeys blew up. So he changed his name to David Bowie, and the rest is history. How many points for David Bowie?
500,000, and Bernays gets an extra 100,000 for getting his.
There you go. All right, let's get ready to name the next notable.
Oh.
That's what I was doing last night. Scotty, thank you. Yep, we're gonna go over a little bit today, so I promise, Eddie, we won't cut into your show, but it's Friday. If you don't mind, Scott, we'll go a little bit over.
Oh yeah, I'll show you the preview of that new game too. I think we're gonna bring it to Thirsty Thursday. It's
right on. All right, so Joe is. Let's see, David Robert Jones, to be more specific. Going back. Nicolas Cage, Scott says Cage. Denise says Cage.
This one
Renee says woo because she's got the extra points. Eddie says Coppola. Mona
Great
says
actor.
yes, Cage. Eddie says Coppola. Eddie says Coppola. Eddie says Coppola. Cage. Kimberly says Cage. There's no fooling you guys. This is, in fact, Nicolas Cage. Great job. Give yourselves a big round of applause for that. How many points for Nicolas Cage?
600,000.
600,000 for Nicolas Cage. Good job, everyone. Nicolas Coppola Cage.
He is a great actor. Great actor.
Yep, really is. Okay, let's get ready to name the next notable. Moving along. Who is this notable?
Oh, he's been a notable before with a different picture.
Yep.
Oh.
Do you want me to give you a hint? Anybody want a hint?
Name? Oh, yes. What's his name? Oh, dang it. Oh.
He likes cooking with fava beans. That was one of his characters he played. Joe says guessing Russell Crowe. This is not Russell Crowe. Asgard's king. Kind of looks like that, doesn't he? Bernays says Sir Anthony Hopkins. Law says Captain Billy. Oh, Captain Bligh. I thought you meant Captain Billy. His middle name was Kim. All right. Anthony Hopkins says Mona. I'm sorry, says Denise. Who am I? I'm behind here. Here we go. Joe says Sir Anthony Hopkins. Anybody else? Hopkins says Kimberly. What do you think, Scott?
I think Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Captain Foster's aka Billy. Eddie says still alive. Are you asking or saying? He is still alive. I can't stump you guys. It is, in fact, Sir Anthony Hopkins. Another great actor. So good job. How many points for him?
700,000.
700,000. We're reaching the 1 million mark. All right. Let's get ready to name the next notable. Name this notable. Oh, God, I had such a crush on her. If Kenny was here, he'd be laughing.
And make your tongue slap your brain.
Yep. He'd be staring at her very clean white teeth.
Jacket. At her jacket.
Yeah, at her jacket.
Her jacket.
That's right. A jacket.
Isn't she a Charlie's Angel?
Yes, indeed. He needs her. She was a Charlie's Angel. That's right. And he says, sexy mama. Oh, yeah. Legends of the Fall. Great movie. Great. Sad. I hate them movies like that. River Runs Through It was like that, too. Just great movies, but make you, at the end, you're like, I need a drink. All right, so here we go. Bernays says Cheryl Ladd. Eddie says Cheryl Ladd. Scott says Ladd. Kimberly says Cheryl T. Law says Cheryl Ladd. Joe says Cheryl Ladd. Jonesy says Charlie's Angel.
You're not wrong.
She replaced Farrah Fawcett as one of the Charlie's Angels.
That's who she replaced. Farrah.
If you said Cheryl Ladd, you are 100% correct. What a pretty girl. How many points for Cheryl Ladd, Scott?
800,000.
800,000 points. All right, name this next notable. This is a returning notable, different picture.
Love this guy. He is probably my top 3 favorite actor. I just love watching movies with him. His voice, his voice, the way he carries himself. He's just so confidently. I love him. I love him. Him and Denzel. I love him.
Yeah, me too. Joe says Morgan Freeman. Nick P says God. I'll take God. I'll take it.
He always plays that kind of figure, right?
Right.
I am God.
Freeman, Sir Freeman. John says God. We'll take God.
That was good.
He did play God. Yes, he did.
So many times. Nick P and John. That's good.
Oh, Joe says that Anthony Hopkins will be 87 on his next birthday. Happy birthday to him. Kimberly says Freeman. Bernays says Freeman. We cannot stump you guys. That is, in fact, Morgan Freeman, one of the greatest actors of all time. My first my memory of seeing him for the first time was on a show called The Electric Company when I was a kid. It was like it was a step up from Sesame Street. It was for older kids, and he was a character. How many points for Morgan Freeman?
900,000.
900,000. Good job, everybody. All right, we got
Jonesy says I had dinner with him at his house.
Is that right, Jonesy? How cool. And I bet he's just as humble and cool as he seems on TV and on the screen. I bet he's a really cool dude. So
did he come out of the kitchen and go, "Hey everyone, dinner is ready.
Dinner is now served." And Andy climbed through that shit-covered pipe. Sorry, I forgot. This is the morning show. Part of my
Jimmy, this isn't Thursday night.
Yeah, that's for nighttime. Sorry. That is true, though. The Electric Company. Good job. All right, get ready to name the next notable. Who is this notable?
Oh, this is somebody that has a beard. Now, I don't think
Denise named her daughter after Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
it's a great name. And your son's played at his club. That's cool, too. All right. Joe says, sheesh. No, it's not sheesh. Hashish?
That's who it is.
It's hashish. Costner?
It's a good one.
Kevin Costner says Joe. Denise says Kevin Costner.
So I didn't.
Jonesy says no, his chef did the cooking. Yeah, he probably makes enough money to have his own chef, huh? Kevin Costner says Bernays. Kimberly says Scott says a bum. Kimberly says Costner. Yeah, Eddie Lugo at 7:15. What do we got? 7:04. We got time. We have time. All right, so that is, in fact, if you said Kevin Costner, give yourself a big hand. That is Kevin Costner. He's looking a little rougher on the edges there, isn't he? All right, our last notable for the day. Name this notable.
Don't.
And there's a reason I put him last.
Don't.
That was last night. Don't.
But
there's a reason I put him last. Does anybody know who this guy is?
1,000,000 points for Kevin Costner, too, by the way.
There you go. We hit 1,000,000. This actor here, well, he's an actor. This person is an actor or was an actor. John knows who it is. He just said R.I.P. He just recently passed away. His son is another famous actor. And this guy was in the original movie, The MASH, and he was in Kelly's Heroes, and he was in Backdraft, and you name it. He was just in a myriad of just great movies. Denise is saying Donald Sutherland.
Kiefer.
R.I.P. Sutherland. Donald Sutherland. Yes, Donald Sutherland. Donald Sutherland, father of Kiefer. That is correct.
Kiefer.
And Jonesy says R.I.P. Kimberly says Sutherland. You guys are absolutely right. That is Donald Sutherland, another great actor, and Hollywood has a hole in it right now. Good. Oh, he was also in what are the Hunger Game movies, right? Wasn't he in that as well? Yeah. Yep. So there you go. How many points for Donald Sutherland?
13 million.
13 million. Awesome. Alice is Kiefer's mistress. Is that right? Is that her hall? Is that her hall pass? Kiefer Sutherland?
Her hall pass.
And Coastal said Donald Sutherland. You guys are correct. This has been Name That Notable, guys. Good job. We're not going to play the bumper because we're in a hurry. So what do you want to put up what you had and we'll play it?
Sure, we can play it real quick. Let's see.
And then we'll roll. We'll pick our winner. If you haven't got in yet, put #Java in the chat box for your chance to be entered in for the prize of the day. Mike says he met him delivering FedEx to a shoe store in Newport, Vermont. Really? That's cool.
That is cool.
Eddie says C.
Okay,
That is her hall pass.
Do this. Whoops.
Yeah, he was in Animal House too, right? He was one of the professors. All right, I see it. All right. So how do we hit go?
Okay, I'm going to hit go here, and then I will explain. This is going to be the closest number game, Jimmy. So basically, there is going to be a question of history, American history. I did this for you. That pops up, and then you guys are going to guess in the chat, and the closest person to that number is going to get awarded the points. So there could be a question like, what year was the Civil War? And you put whatever year you think it is, and the person that gets it the closest will get the most amount of points. There's only 5 questions. We might not do all 5. This is kind of a beta test for Thirsty Thursday, and maybe another game that Jimmy could bring to his artillery here in Cup of Joe Live too. If you guys,
I love it. All right, so here we go. Comment a number to answer. I like the new format. It makes it easier for Scott and I. Before we were writing things down.
What year did the first modern Olympics take place? Sorry, I didn't take the font into account.
Yeah, the font you should put in white or something so we can see it. What does it say? When did the first modern Olympic game take place? The first modern.
Oh. So you just put a year in.
1896, says Joe. That we'll see. Can we adjust the time? Oh, that's the time before the next question, right? So
yes, that's the time before the next question.
So is 1896? Is that right?
Can you pop the whole screen up full screen and take us off of there?
Yes, sir.
Might be able to see it then. I think.
No, sir.
I think it is actually. Yes.
Is that better?
That is better. Yes. In which year did World War I begin? I'll just put in a wrong answer. My answer is wrong, but I just want to see how it picks it up. See how it's picking all of ours up. I
like that.
This, so yeah, it will kind of pick it up, and the closest person will get. Everybody will get some sort of points as long as you're not, 2012. Obviously, World War I was so far from that. You won't get any points, but I think like the first top 3 or 4 people get points that are closest.
So the correct answer was 1914. Joe, you got it. Good job.
1914.
That's pretty cool.
See, so Joe Hupp got the most points, then the Astute Tourist, Eddie Lugo Studios, and then Island Life in Tasmania. And you can see how many points you get there.
So, will we be doing this next week?
I think we can. All
right, so we got to move along. We're going to get rid of that. Yep. We need to move along. So now we need to do the prize, because I don't want to step on Eddie's toes. So
that's right, the giveaway. That was cool, though. I like it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I think it's it makes things better for us, and it makes it more fair for them. So
I will take the font into account next week too.
All right, so here we go. Can you guys can they hear us?
Yeah, I think so.
I hope so. There we go. We'll put ours down on the bottom. All right, so is everybody in for hashtag Java? You're going to win the Cup of Joe morning prize pack, which is filled with all kinds of good stuff. We're just cleaning out the closet here. We're going to send that to you guys. So, all right, let's get ready. Let's do this. How do I do this? I got to go over. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. We got 18 entries. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? What? The Cup of Joe prize pack. It's going to include the spork that I showed you guys earlier. Hold on, let me get rid of that.
Congrats, Law.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're going to get some Astute swag. We got all kinds of things. A lanyard, a pineapple keychain, a rubber ducky keychain, And I don't know. There's other stuff. I got all kinds of prizes here from going on the cruise. So
is that an
congratulations.
Tourist spork?
It is. That's because I put a pin on it.
Oh, nice.
We made it an astute tourist sport. But there you go. Congratulations, Law. Go to theastutetourist@gmail.com. Send me your mailing address, and we'll get that out as soon as we can. All right, we're in a hurry, so we need to get going. Scott, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you, my brother. It's always a ball. This is really so much fun. I appreciate the rest of you guys for coming in. You know the gig. It's PMA. Don't forget. Make a difference in somebody's day today. Thank a veteran, EMS, police, fire, and our nurses. Don't forget our nurses. Make sure you make eye contact and make a difference in someone's day. And last but not least, hold on. Last but not least, I make sure I do this. There we go. Don't forget our veterans. Salute them. Thank them. I love my country. They're red, white, and blue. God bless America. God bless our veterans. God bless you, Scott. And God bless everyone in the chat. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Let's go over to Eddie Lugo. Give him a big, big Cup of Joe live raid. Call it Cup Joe, whatever you want. Raid, Jimmy Scott raid, whatever it is you want to call. Let's give show him some support. So we're going to head over to see Eddie Lugo after this. I'll see you from the road. I'll be driving, but appreciate you, brother.
Yes.
Get some rest. And you have you got match game tonight, right? 7 p.m. EST, right?
8 o'clock EST.
8 o'clock tonight. So look for Scott match game. I'll see you guys later. Scott, love you. Peace and love.
You too.
Everybody take care. Bye-bye.